Group of Trump supporters, a crucial deadline is looming this weekend. On the campaign trail, candidate Trump promised repeatedly to have coal miners' backs and to bring back their jobs. He said it so often it became almost a mantra.
We will pursue energy independence and cancel the job-killing restrictions on the production of shale energy, oil, natural gas, and clean coal, and we're going to put the miners of Ohio back to work. We're going to put our miners back to work. We will also put our miners back to work. Our miners are going back to work, folks.
We will put our miners back to work.
We are going to put our miners back to work. Get those shovels ready. For those miners, get ready because you're going to be working your asses off, all right?
Well, tonight, 3 months into the Trump presidency, more than 20,000 retired coal miners are on edge with their health benefits set to expire just days from now. Now, the miners have kept their end of a deal made decades ago. Now they say they need President Trump to go to bat for them, just like he vowed. Randy Kay tonight has their story.
A promise made, a promise broken so far.
Broken because now retired miners are just days away from losing their health care benefits. And President Trump, who promised to take care of them, has remained silent on the issue.
Donald Trump has said that he would work to protect the miners. Do you feel as though the president has your back?
No, absolutely not.
Retired miners like Joe Reynolds and the others say they agreed to work in these mines partly because they were told they'd get health care for life. But those government-funded benefits will run out at the end of this month for 22,000 retired miners unless Congress acts. One option, the Miners Protection Act, would secure lifelong health benefits and pension. Last year, Congress voted to extend health benefits only for 4 months.
Back in 1946, miners cut a deal with the federal government. It's often called the promise. Miners agreed to work in the mines at least 20 years, and in exchange, the federal government promised to provide pension and health care benefits to the miners and their families for life.
From the cradle to the grave is what the phrase was that they promised to for our health care and our pension benefits.
The fund for health benefits dried up over the years as coal mining companies filed for bankruptcy and stopped paying into it.
But what we need as United Mine Workers is a permanent fix, and we need it now. We're at the short end of the fuse. Time's running out.
So,
Donald, if you're listening, I believe you were being sincere when you made a statement that you are for the miners. So let's get something done.
We shared the miners' complaints with the White House, which told us the administration is actively working with the Congress to address this matter, adding, it is the subject of sensitive, ongoing negotiations.
how much will you have to struggle if you lose your benefits?
I have health issues. In fact, I've got Crohn's disease and other maintenance things that I need. And my drug cost would be more than what I bring in a month now. If I lose my health benefits, I'm hurting. I'm one hospital stay away from, if I have no insurance, from losing a home, or wondering where my next meal's coming from, or worried about my loved ones, how I'm going to take care of them. You know, and I feel like I have worked hard for this. They promised me this.
All of these miners have health issues, and to a person say they can't afford private insurance if their benefits dry up.
Some miners have said, you know, this feels like a slap in the face, that they're not being taken care of. You agree?
Oh, absolutely. It's worse than a slap in the face to me. It's absolutely just sticking a dagger in you.
Still, critics argue if Congress bails out coal miners, then Congress will have to bail out everyone else facing the loss of benefits, like truckers. So be it, says this group.
That promise was in the contract that was made, that we were supplying the coal that powered this country and fueled this country, and through wars and everything else that a lot of us served in.
A promise for life that's turned into a lot less.
The money for these benefits would come from a fund that's already been established to clean up abandoned mines. But I should point out, Anderson, that there is a competing bill on the floor, although that does not shore up lifelong pension benefits, only the health benefits. And of course, we know the miners want both. But it's going to be really interesting to see how this all plays out in Washington, because Joe Manchin The senator from here in West Virginia is a Democrat, and he has been pushing for years now to get this fixed for the miners. He wants them to have these lifelong health benefits and lifelong pension benefits. He also has a pretty good relationship with the president, who has remained silent on this issue. So we're going to be watching that whole drama and see how it all plays out in Washington. The clock, of course, is ticking, Anderson, and it's coming down to the wire for these miners. Back to you.
We'll continue to follow it. Randy, thanks. Just ahead, the